All right. Obviously, great win for us. You can look at the stat sheet and you can point out so many players that had awesome match, and just something that I think this team really needed, and something that we can definitely build on and build some confidence on. So, just really proud of the performance and the atmosphere, everything.
The coach kind of fell behind a little bit there in the first set, but the rally back, did that kind of set the tone for the rest of the match for you all?
Definitely. I thought our poise was really, really good. And, we've talked a lot and learned from our previous losses about just sticking with what we know makes us great, even if we make some mistakes along the way. And I thought that's what we did, and that allowed us to get back in that match.
Your outsides do so much, and it's obvious how many kills they get. But man, they play some floor defense.
Yeah.
And that more than anything, I think, sets a tone. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think they're just true six rotation players. Their all around game is impressive. Their passing stats are impressive. They dig balls. They compete. So we feel like we can do a lot. It also allows us to be really creative with our subs, and we can continue to use those as the year goes on. And not very many teams have that luxury. And now that we have Iko playing all the way around, that's really 3 pins going 6 rotations, and definitely a strength of ours.
Looper's different than Chasse, of course, but what does she bring that
Yeah.
make that? I mean, you're still good, but a different good.
Yeah, I think Looper brings a little more complete game as far as her back row play. I mean, that's one of the best things she does, and she's a little crafty. Chasse was a true bomber. Like, you did not see her tip or roll ever. She just bombed. But Looper's just been really impressive about, with how her game's developing. And tonight, I thought she showed the most range that she showed this entire year, with hitting line, deep cross, sharp cross. And so that's something we're really working on with her, and it's paying off.
I got one more. Sorry. People they call it focus or intensity or whatever, but you're able to keep these guys, or maybe they do it on their own. They're dialed in seemingly every point. They don't take any points off. Where does that come from? And is that something you guys coach, or you think part of it's just intrinsic?
No, we coach it, but I think when you have a player like Anna DeBeer on your team, that's just part of the team, because she's probably the most dialed in player I've ever coached. So she does not take a play off in practice or games, even when she's not playing great. So she's really impressive. And then I think other players feed off her, and then it's easy for us to coach that when we have a great example.
Coach, this may be a little bit of an unfair question for you, but I asked the Pitt coach this. How does this team in any way compare with last year and what they do? You're about a month away from the tournament, and you're looking pretty good again. Explain that, and where do these smaller type players like Looper and DeBeer get their power from? They don't look muscular, but they look athletic, obviously.
I think Charity and DeBeer look like little balls of muscle, personally. But, no, I think this year's team and last year's team are a lot different, and I think we had to cover up some weaknesses a little bit more this year and learn from those. So I think that's been a fun challenge. And just this year, unlike any other team I've coached here, has so much room to grow, and I think we're still improving. So we have some new players that have very little on-court experience, being asked to fill huge roles, and so they're just naturally going to get better and more comfortable. So that's exciting when you think about going into the tournament.
Are you happy with this group at this point?
Well, I'm not happy about a couple losses we've had, but I'm happy about the development of this team, yes. All right, thanks.